Hey, what's up, everyone? Ralph here. So today's video, I'm going to share with you a millennial woman. She's going to talk about how she's struggling financially, right? She has 3 jobs and she's still struggling just to get by with paying her bills. And we all know somebody like that, right? In today's environment, a lot of people are struggling. Like a lot of people are working multiple jobs and doing the best they can with this. So I'm just going to let her talk, and then I'm going to provide some commentary during or after it. So let's just get started.
Does anyone else feel like they're absolutely drowning financially? As a single 29-year-old woman, I have 3 jobs and I'm still struggling, and I'm just getting myself farther and farther into credit card debt because I don't have enough after the first of the month to avoid using it.
See, as someone that's been in credit card debt, I know this feeling. Like you got to be better with your money. You have this, like, you're struggling financially, and that credit card is right there sitting there, and you just tend to have that tendency to just use it because you can't pay your bills. Now, for a lot of people, this could be just obviously either an income problem or a spending problem. Most of the time, it's a spending problem. People spend way too much. They don't live within their means. Obviously, I'm not sure what her profession is. She has 3 jobs, so obviously neither of them pay enough to get things done. So resorting to that credit card, obviously, for a lot of people is and you can see what credit card debt is today. Like, I think credit card debt in the United States has reached $1 trillion. So we clearly have a credit card debt problem. So let's keep going.
It just isn't working. Full-time job, not doing it. Got a second job, it's barely doing it. The third job, hit or miss if I even get paid on time. I feel like I'm drowning, and I don't know what to do. I don't know if any industry is doing well right now. I used to be a server. I used to have all this cash every night whenever I would walk out with cash. And I don't have that anymore. And I don't even know if they're doing okay right now. Like, I have seriously considered quitting my full-time good job to go back to serving, because at least I can just like use my personality and try to get more money than minimum wage or what an entry-level job pays people nowadays. It's sick.
So she was clearly making money with her serving job, right? So and that's crazy, because I mean, obviously you get tips and stuff basically based on your customer service. So clearly she said she was making more money at the time. So I mean, to go from, I mean, if you have 3 jobs, and if you have 3 jobs, I mean, I wish you would talk about what her jobs are now, because obviously you used to be a waitress or a server, and she claims to be making more money than that. So it'd be nice to know, like, what she was making before, what she was doing, or what she's doing now to have 3 jobs and still not cover her bills, right? So that's interesting to hear that.
Tried to call my mom. She didn't answer. Snapchat my friends about this because I just needed a vent, but I just feel like I'm drowning. It's like, okay, do I just find a boyfriend so I can split everything with him? Like, sorry, like, I'm too stubborn, and I just want what I want.
And that's her problem right there. And that's a lot of people's problem. Like, everyone is trying to do everything themselves, right? And I'm gonna tell you something. Like, this world is not built for single people, especially single women coming out here trying to do everything, trying to be independent. I get it. Everybody want to be independent. They want to do their own thing. They don't have to worry about anyone else. They just want to be by themselves. But it's a struggle, especially with the way things cost right now. Inflation, it's hard to do it by yourself. You can see she says she's stubborn. It's like, you're out here working 3 jobs. If you had someone with you, then that person hopefully would have a decent job and can help share that burden with you. But no, you would rather work 3 jobs, break your back, still struggling to make pay your bills on every month because you're stubborn. You don't want to have that other person to help you, right? And there's a lot of women like that. They don't want to have that. I mean, they would like to have that help, but they just don't want to have to dealing with a man on having a partner to help them out with these things, because they want to do things their way, but their way is not working. right? Their way is clearly not working. And like she said, she's stubborn. She wants to do it her way, and she doesn't want to have to resort to having any help by another person. That's the world we live in right now. Everybody wants to do everything themselves. And for a lot of people, like it gets to a point where you can't just live on your own anymore. Like you have to either get a roommate, or in some cases, you got to move back in with your parents. Right? There's a lot of people doing that right now, and that's usually the best thing to do, right? Because it's hard to do it yourself. Like you got to team up with somebody, whether it's a relative, family member, a partner, and you have to try to get by because with that person, because it's hard to do it by yourself. But for a lot of people, they're trying to grind it by themselves, and then they complain about how they can't afford anything. Well, if you're gonna do it by yourself, then you're the one sharing that burden of all your bills, right? You don't have that other person helping you out, and I think that for a lot of people that's a big problem. Everybody's trying to do it by themselves, and for a lot of people it's just hard to, based on whatever job that you have, it's hard to do it just on one income, right? Everyone knows that it's hard to survive on one income unless you're very good with your money. If you're making a decent income, whatever, $40,000-$50,000, you're gonna make sure you have to spend the bare minimum. You can't go over that amount, and for a lot of people, they tend to spend too much. They tend to spend more than they make, and they find themselves in financial struggle. So, and this has come from experience. I was that person having credit card debt, $30,000 of credit card debt twice in my life. So I know from experience. So I'm in a much better situation financially, but for a lot of people, I know exactly what they're going through, and especially mentally when it comes to their finances. So let's let her finish it up.
And I just can't do that or be that way. So yeah, friends, I might say no to your weddings. I might say, and I have said no to bachelorette parties, and I just can't. I just can't. But is it anyone else? Or am I just a dumb bitch with money? Because I used to not be. My credit used to be phenomenal. Credit card bill, paid it all off every single time. It's not like that. It can't be like that anymore. Oh my God, this is so long. And do I know it's I know it's fucked up. Okay. All right. Feels a little bit better. Feels a little bit better already, I'm not gonna lie. Just want to know if anyone else is like me right now, or if I'm just like the dumb bitch. Damn.
You know what I noticed about, especially when it comes to TikTok? A lot of females on here, they like come on here and they vent, and they like to know that there's others that feel the same way. Obviously, we all misery loves company, but it amazes me that when I listen to these videos, and it's just like, I just want to know if there's anybody else that is going through the same thing. Do they feel the same way I feel? They just need to know there's other people there going through the same struggle, just to make them feel. But it's just so funny. I hear that a lot when I watch these videos, and it's just that you hear that all the time. Is anybody else? That's the main thing. Is anybody else going through the same thing? And they need to know that they're not alone. And this just shows you, man, like doing it by yourself is not. It's hard. It's hard, especially as a female. It's very difficult, and you're gonna need help, right? So those are my thoughts on it. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. If you got any comments, make sure to leave it down below. Hit the like button, share, and if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe. All right, so you guys take care and have a good one. Later.